Hi friends, welcome to Spirit Says So Tarot. This is a collective reading for all signs, all friends. Whenever you feel drawn to see this reading, it was meant to be. Spirit is coming in with all kinds of information about healing, meditation. So there's a huge amount of people out there who need to hear this message. So we're going to go ahead and get started with this beautiful celestial conscious oracle. Spirit, please provide divinely guided messages for the highest good only, for the collective of all of our beautiful friends. What is it that they need to hear when they are drawn to this message? What do they need to know about healing or meditation? What's going on in their universe that they need to be aware of? Messages for the highest good only, please. Release. I release that which does not serve my higher purpose with gratitude and love. So there is definitely some healing needed, some release from a concern or a situation. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages. This is the Chakra Wisdom Oracle. What does the collective need to know? What do they need to hear? Messages for their highest good only, please, Spirit. As usual, I know you would not do otherwise. Okay, so I'm going to take this because this is a collective message. So there are many energies with strong messages coming in. So we're going to try to keep those messages separate if that's the direction it needs to go in, or they could be relatable. But we have perfection. We have impasse. And then we have complacency. Definitely some healing is needed. All right, this is the Light Seers Tarot. Spirit, we have, for the collective, several concerns going on. I feel like for the perfection, for you, my dear friends, you are either feeling like you aren't good enough, and you could be bringing that onto yourself, or perhaps others may have said or done something to make you feel like you aren't good enough. For my collective, that is at an impasse. And again, these could be relatable. Please take this how it resonates. But for some of you, you are at a crossroads. And you need some deep soul searching, some shadow work to decide what direction you need to go in your life. My lovely friends, complacency. For you, I feel like you are missing something or someone. I do feel like you have experienced a loss, although I'm not quite sure how recent that loss is at this time. Perhaps Spirit can provide more guidance for each of these concerns. Spirit, you're gonna need to definitely help me out on this one. We have a lot within our collective who needs some healing, who needs to release, who needs some meditation. I'm gonna go for, please give me some more information about each of these concerns. The Hierophant. With the Hierophant, I feel like the collective who's at an impasse, who's been soul searching, has been reaching out for guidance, whether it be from a spiritual leader or comrade. I do feel that you, with your soul searching, you've been sharing your feelings and your thoughts and seeking answers, seeking guidance on what to do. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages for all of our friends. Three of Swords. My beautiful, complacent friend, you have suffered a loss. I'm very sorry. Whether that loss is a breakup, you are definitely not taking things well. It could have been someone who has left your world and transitioned to heaven or on to their next life. Spirit, can you tell me something about our collective who has a concern about perfection? The High Priestess. You two have been seeking spiritual guidance. I also feel that you, my perfectionist, are you are an empath. You feel what others feel, which doesn't mean that you necessarily can read people's minds, but you definitely feel their energy, and it affects your energy. I feel like you are trying very desperately to grasp this gift. So I do feel that the perfection is something that you are putting upon yourself. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages for our perfectionist, our person that's at the crossroads, and our person who has suffered a loss. The Hanged Man. A new perspective is definitely for you, my perfectionist. You need to release the OCD within you, because you are. I feel it. And know that you are uniquely you. And you need to see that. You need to release your desire to be perfect and concentrate on your gift. Because to accept others and their imperfections, you definitely need to accept your own. Justice. Impasse. Okay. All right. With the impasse, I'm so sorry. Forgive me. With the impasse, my dear friends, someone has crossed you. Someone has hurt you. Maybe not romantically, but I feel they misused you, and you are now lacking trust. And you are really trying to determine if you want to continue this relationship with this individual. Spirit, please continue to provide divinely guided messages. Please tell us about our heartbroken souls out there and their complacency. They suffered a loss. Can you tell me, was it a romantic loss? Did someone break up with them, or did they break up with someone? No, that was not it. Did it lose a close loved one? Yes. Nine of Swords. My dear sorrowful, complacent friends, you can't concentrate with complacency. It's so heavy. Oh my goodness. You're holding on to the sorrow of your loss. It is time to release at this time. When you are drawn to this message, a collective who has suffered a loss, Spirit is saying, release that which does not serve your higher purpose. So I almost also feel like the person you're missing, their energy is here with Spirit. Now, I am not a medium. I do not hear ancestors or late loved ones. I don't hear their voice, but I do feel the energy. And then spirit guides me. Spirit, sometimes I get whispers, I feel like sometimes I get slapped on the back of the head. It's kind of weird, but I'm very sorry for your loss. But at this time, Spirit is saying it's definitely time to release that and start concentrating on yourself. And for you, my beautiful impasse, who's been crossed, misused, misguided, we're going to get a little bit further into that as well. And you, my fellow light worker, yeah. Can you give me a little bit more about our light worker, Spirit? We know it's tough. It's draining. Maybe they need time away. Maybe they need to play the hermit for a bit. What say you, Spirit? No. The moon. Fellow light worker, you are getting the moon. Your fear of not being perfect, it is time for you to release that fear. It is time for you to continue your dream, your path. Journal. Journal's coming into mind. Most light workers do keep a journal. I actually have my own. I have several. But most light workers do, I believe. It's good for you to do it. If you aren't, if you are, wonderful. The phrase "go back" is coming to mind. So if you do keep a journal, my fellow beautiful light workers, love what you do, keep doing it. Go back, review anything that you've done. If you note any concerns when you're I want to say, when you're logging your entries, and see if you can fine-tune trigger points for you on when you get frustrated with yourself and feel like you're not good enough. Again, the empath thing, the energies that come in is going to affect that. But you are definitely good enough, and you need to release your fear and your drive for perfection. Continue your path, your spiritual journey. You are definitely, with you having the High Priestess, I feel like maybe the Point of Secrets came in, and I feel like maybe when you're counseling others, taking in their energy, and when people are confiding in you, I get a strong feeling that some of the things that they confide in you are very hard for you to take in. And that's what you're struggling with, because you feel like you need to have a conversation with somebody So with the new perspective, Spirit is saying that at this time, when people confide things to you, find it within yourself to put that shield up, what blocks that negative energy from actually getting into your soul and draining your positive energy. You need to keep your positive energies up front. And just know that being who you are, that's always going to be a struggle. So, with the journal being brought up, I feel it's very important for you to know that even though you are the keeper of secrets, that is your personal journal. And as long as you're not noting details as basically who the reading is for, you can write down what is disclosed to you. And that will help. When you write things down, that helps get it out of your system. So for you, my beautiful light worker, I really feel that you just need to keep a journal if you don't already. I feel like you do. But know that it's okay to go ahead and write down what's disclosed to you. You're still the keeper of secrets. You got this. My impasse. Two of Wands. So I feel like Spirit is telling you that it's just time to move on from what has transpired. Make the judgment call. You've definitely done some soul searching. Make the judgment call for yourself and look beyond what has transpired here. The mistrust, the misuse. Look beyond that. Move on from that. Whether you need to cut ties or not, Spirit is saying you got to go with your intuition on that. But look forward to more. Don't be hung up. Don't stay at that impasse. You got to make a choice. And you have a world of options. You've sought guidance, or you will be seeking guidance. You will be making the choice that's right for you. And then you're going to have the whole world ahead of you. Once you are able to make that decision, you're going to have so many options. And I feel like no matter what decision you make, once you release this situation, this concern from your list of concerns, you're going to do so much better. All right. So my dear, dear, dear complacent one, Spirit, can you please provide guidance for those who have suffered a loss and are still suffering or will suffer a loss, and what they need to hear, what they need to know to help them release this sorrow. Two of Cups. So at this time, I feel like someone is going to be coming in that is going to help you move on with the loss that you have suffered. And you are going to emotionally start getting back on track. you're going to start feeling balanced again. Now, you may need to get out of your chair. We all have one, right? We all have that comfy, cozy chair. Nobody bothers us. We don't bother anybody. Sweeties, it's time to get up out of that chair. You need to look, you need to release yourself from the chair first. And I'm using that metaphorically. But you need to get out of your four walls. You need to get out of your head. You need to start putting a Band-Aid and allowing your heart to heal. Don't let it scab up anymore, okay? You gotta let that love back in. So you gotta do that. And Spirit is saying that you are going to, all three of these concerns definitely have positive prospects. It is always up to us to make those positive paths, those journeys, to make the outcome what we desire it to be. So with that said, I hope that this resonated with all three of these different concerns, at least some of you. My goodness. I hope you stuck with me through it all. If I would have known it was going to go this way, I would have done a pick a card, but I kind of like it this way. I hope you do as well. Please give me a thumbs up, even if you didn't like it. Go ahead. I'd appreciate it. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. If you just subscribed, thank you for allowing me to continue to grow. If you haven't subscribed already, why not? All right, you all take care. Until next reading, bye.